For the next few moments, we are going to explore how you would use Academic Search Premier as you begin your research. For most of our students at JCJC, you will find that you can use Academic Search Premier to find a wide variety of information. You will have coverage for newspapers, magazines, journals, and even in some cases chapters in books. A lot of book reviews can also be found through Academic Search Premier. As a result, most of our students will find that they can find at least some information that can be useful through this searching service. If you will, go ahead and go to JCJC's website at www.jcjc.edu. Once you have done so, type library behind the .edu. It's a \library. And once you have done so, hit enter. You will be directed directly to the JCJC Library website. From this website, you should go to Top 5 Databases, which is the third red button on the right-hand side of your screen, and select Enter. Academic Search Premier is at the top of the list. Now again, Academic Search Premier is a very broad database in nature, and most of our students have a lot of success using this. If you're off campus, you will need a login to get into this system, and MAGN in all lowercase letters 0117 with no spaces is how you should be able to access that. That will recognize you as a JCJC student and should allow you full access, the same as we will look at today with on-campus usage. In this database, you will notice a variety of things. You'll notice that you have options at the top where you will actually enter in your search term, and then you can decide if you want to find all search terms, any search terms, etc. For most of our students, it is adequate to simply use the Boolean phrase search, but if you have a more complicated search or aren't getting results that you think are correct, you might want to try the other options as listed here. Particularly, the difference between find all and find any is that find all would make sure that every search term is together, where find any would be any words in the list. For instance, if you were looking at childhood and obesity, if you did find all search terms, only articles that were using both terms, childhood and obesity, would be listed, whereas the find any search terms link would bring you to any article dealing with childhood or any article dealing with obesity. So you might get anything from childhood reading programs to obesity in adults, all kinds of things all jumbled up into one search. For most of our students, the Boolean phrase or find all is usually what you would wish to go with. You also have options to limit your results to full text, scholarly journals, etc. at the bottom of the screen, and I'll show you in just a moment another place that you can do this. For today, I'm going to do a search with teenagers and drug abuse, and as you can see, I had looked at this search term earlier, and it actually will pull that up for me as well. As you click on the search button, the green button at the top of your screen, it will bring you to your results. The first thing that I would recommend doing for most students would be to select the full text option and change your dates. For most classes, 5 years is considered adequate, so we can change that as much as you wish to 5 years. If you still have too much information after selecting 5 years, I would typically recommend that you go back and change that to the last year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever would work. By doing these things, we have now attained 294 results. Probably still too much if you're only looking for 8 or 10 articles, or maybe you're down to just needing one last article. Still probably too much to look through, but this is a good number for us to review here today to go through and show you examples of how you would use the system. You'll notice that the screen, you have pages 1 through 5 listed, and it actually goes beyond that with the little arrow. As you scroll through, you'll notice that since we selected full text, all of these articles have full text. Once you get to the bottom of the screen, past number 10, if you wish to go further from either the top or the bottom of the screen, you can go forward to the next page. And today, I actually want to bring your attention down to, I believe it will be number 17. 17, development and reliability of items measuring the non-medical use of prescription drugs. If you will click on that link, you will notice that both HTML and PDF full text are available. I wanted to show you the appropriate way to do this because it is a little different for PDF and HTML, and I wanted you to see the difference between the two documents as well. If you select the blue link, however, regardless of which format you come to, you will have this same toolbar listed on the right-hand side of your screen. From this toolbar, you can print your document, you can email your document to an email address, you can save the document, and various things. Two things of special note are the permalink. If you select that permalink towards the top of your screen, you actually come up with a link that will bring you back to this exact article. If you choose to email only the link to yourself, you can still go back into your email, click on that link, and come to this complete article. In this event, you will not have to go back into Academic Search Premier, log into it, etc. You simply will go to this exact article. So I encourage you to do that as you go through your searches to save yourself a lot of time. And this will help you also as you start to narrow down the ones that you actually will use and the ones that you want to print to be used as well. Of other special note is the button right here, as my cursor is going, the cite. Be sure you take note of this. This will have the citation information that you need to be able to cite your sources in your Works Cited page. For most courses here at JCJC, the MLA citation is the one we would want to use. And once you find the MLA citation, it is available to be copied and pasted directly into your Word document. I strongly encourage you to use this. Even if you need to do some tweaking to this, it will be very beneficial for you to have this information. I also encourage you to email the citation information to yourself to be sure you have that available for future use. Now I also want to show you the difference between the two documents, the HTML full text and the PDF full text. Let me first go to the HTML. You'll notice on the HTML that you have pretty much text. You will have some graphics in some cases that are available. In this case, you see very limited graphics that are available to you. You do have a couple of tables listed, however. You can, in the HTML, select to listen to the articles, and you have some options on that as well. As you go to the PDF full text, you will have to have Adobe Acrobat Reader loaded on your computer. If you do not have that, you will have to go to Google or to Internet Explorer and find Adobe Acrobat Reader in order to be able to access these articles. From the PDF full text, you can see that it's structured a lot differently. This is the way that it would actually look if you subscribed to this magazine and got it in your mailbox. You'll notice the columns are different, the colors are different. At the bottom of each page, you have a listing of where the article actually comes from, the page number, etc. Notice also how the tables vary from what you actually saw in the HTML document. Now again, the differences will vary depending on the source. Some will have more graphics available in HTML than others. Regardless, I encourage you to use these full texts whenever available. It will save you a lot of time as you're doing your research. Also though, I encourage you to always look for the citation information on your toolbar and use that also. If you have any questions on using these searches, please contact us at the JCJC Library.